Yogis. Let's start in child's pose. So hips to heels, forehead releases down, and start by taking a few deep breaths here. Breathe into the back body, allowing the lower back to widen and the hip creases to deepen. And just settling into practice, taking practice one breath at a time today. Relax through the jaw. Allow your forehead to really rest into the floor, or it can also rest into a block if that feels better. And then make your way to your hands and your knees. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, and taking a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale to arch the spine. And breathe out to untuck the toes, round through the back, and release your head, release your neck. Taking that a few times, following your breath, and allowing the breath to take up the entire movement as well as initiating the movement with your breath. Starting to breathe with a little bit of sound in and out through the nose if that's part of your practice. And that breath with sound is really great both for building some heat in the body as well as giving the mind something to focus upon. Let's meet back in a child's pose again. Hips back to the heels, release the forehead down. Big breath in. Big breath out. And we're going to come back to the hands and the knees. Again, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Tuck your toes and then hover your knees about an inch off the floor. This is surprisingly hard. Enlist your core to help, navel to spine, feeling the upper arm bones wrapping away from one another. Try to keep the neck long here, and then release the knees down, hips back to the heels. That's a really great way to warm up the body really quickly. And then we're going to meet in a downward facing dog. So as you're ready, tuck the toes under and make your way back. And start to take a little pedal through the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Getting comfortable in your downward facing dog, starting to wake up the backs of the legs. And trying to maintain that breath with sound. Really even inhale and exhale. Breathing in and out through the nose. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, open the hip, bend your knee. And right hip can open quite a bit here, but at the same time, keep your shoulders as even as possible and the pressure of your hands pressing into the floor as even as possible as well. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, square your hips. And then inhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. You're welcome to use blocks if you like. Otherwise, just rise to your fingertips. And then as you exhale, slowly lengthen through the front leg. Release your head down. So this might be where blocks come in handy. Back and forth, inhale, bend the front knee, draw the heart forward. And as you exhale, slowly lengthen and fold into your right leg. Inhale, bend into the front knee. This time, exhale, lower the left knee down to the mat, untuck the back toes, and release your chin down towards your chest. Really deep hip flexor, left psoas stretch. And the more you can encourage your hips forward, the deeper of a stretch you'll find here. Breathe in, lift the head. Exhale, tuck the toes under and make your way back to a downward facing dog. As you inhale, pull forward into a high plank. As you exhale, lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Inhale, slide forward into a baby cobra, elbows hug in and back. Exhale, tuck toes under, make your way back, downward facing dog. And breathe in, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, open the hip, bend your knee. So keeping the shoulders even, at the same time, wrap your right thigh up and back. So the standing knee, your right knee, is facing the front of the mat rather than turning in. That leg can sometimes start to pivot inwards. Straighten the left leg, breathe in. And then exhale, knee to nose, step the foot forward. Rise to your fingertips or blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, slowly lengthen and fold. Again, following your breath. Inhale initiates the bend in the knee, the draw of the chest forward. Exhale, lengthen and fold. And go ahead and inhale, bend through the front knee. Exhale, lower the right knee down, untuck the toes, and release your head down. If you find that the back knee is sensitive, always feel free to pad up with a blanket. You can double fold your mat lengthwise, giving yourself support. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, tuck the toes under and step back to a downward facing dog. Again, inhale, lengthen forward to plank. Exhale, lower the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Breathe in, low cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, press the floor away, back to your downward facing dog. Take a little walk to the front of the mat, and feet will find inner hip distance apart, and have toes pointing straight ahead so the feet are parallel. Hold on to opposite elbows, and if you like, little sway side to side. Let the head hang heavy. Knees can be as bent as you like here. On your next out breath, release your arms, and then with bent knees, roll up to stand. Head will be the last part of the body to arrive on top of straight legs. Bring the feet to touch. Bring the hands to meet in front of your heart, perhaps setting an intention for your practice, some sort of guiding force for your work on your mat today. And it can be as simple as staying present on your mat. When you're ready, inhale, lift the arms. And breathe out, fold into your legs. Inhale, lift the head and heart, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet back to plank, and then lower chaturanga if you're ready, or just stay with knees, chest, chin. Breathe in, upward facing dog, and breathe out back to downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Knees can always bend in downward facing dog if that's more comfortable for you. Trying to maintain a really nice long spine as you're here. On your next inhale, you're going to bend the knees, look forward, and then your choice, either step or jump the feet forward. I'm going to step forward. And then exhale, fold, let your head go. Breathe in, reach your arms, make your way up to stand tall, Urdhva-hastasana. And breathe out, arms down by your sides. A couple more times, just like that. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, pull the heart forward, long spine. Exhale, step, step, or jump, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Steady the eyes to one point here. So that can be between the feet, it can be between the knees, it can be up towards the navel. Choosing something that feels best for your neck. And on your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and again, you're going to step, step, or hop the feet forward to the front of the mat. And breathe out, fold down into your legs. And as you inhale, lift the arms up, palms meet. Exhale, arms by your sides. One more just like that. Breathe in, reach your arms. Breathe out, fold into your legs. Long flat back, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, step or jump. Upward facing dog as you inhale, strong legs, lift the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming back to that idea of taking practice one breath at a time. Then bend knees, look forward, inhale, step, step, or hop the feet forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Breathe in, reach your arms, drawing the low ribs away from the top of the pelvis, lots of length. Breathe out, arms by your sides. Surya B, bend your knees, inhale, reach the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, or you can stay with knees, chest, chin here. Up to you. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot forward, ground the back heel down, lift your arms up, warrior one, palms connect. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps back, heel roots down, warrior one. And breathe out, hands down, step back and lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Allowing the breath to slow its pace, slow the breath down, finding a quality of ease in your breathing. And go ahead and bend your knees. Inhale, look forward, step, or hop the feet to the top of your mat. Breathe out, fold, release your head down. Bend the knees, inhale, reach the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand. One more time like that. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Back heel roots down, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Listening to the sound of your breath. And then inhale, pull forward, feet forward. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to stand. Good work. That's not easy. Hopefully you're feeling super warm. Separate your feet about inner hip distance apart and then fold down. Reach for your big toes. First two fingers and thumb wrap around. Lift the head and chest. Inhale, exhale, fold into your legs, elbows draw out to the sides of the room, Padangustasana. Knees can always bend a little bit here. You can always hold a little higher up on the leg if that works better for you. And then see if you can hug your front ribs in. Perhaps it allows you to fold a little bit closer towards the legs. And you're welcome to stay here with this bind, Yogi Toe Lock. If you'd like to go a little deeper, lift the head and chest, breathe in, and then exhale, slide the hands underneath the soles of the feet. Refold as you breathe out, and then see if you can encourage a little bit of weight into your toes, so you're actually stretching the wrists here. And then inhale, lift the head, the chest. Exhale, bring the hands to your waist. Press through the feet. Inhale, make your way up to stand. And as you exhale, bring the feet back to touch, hands heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold into your legs. Breathe in, long flat back, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, high lunge. Reach the arms up alongside your ears. Exhale here. And then as you inhale, straighten through the front leg as much as you're ready for. Exhale to rebend the knee. A couple times like that. Inhale, lengthen through the front leg. Exhale, rebend the front knee. Breathe in, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, bend through the front knee. And this time inhale, straighten. And as you exhale, bend, and we're going to set up for the twist. So hands meet at heart center, twisting over towards the right. Left elbow hooks to the outer edge of the right thigh. And always feel free to modify. So if you want to make this pose a bit more mellow, you can drop the back knee down to the floor. Very similar shape to how we were starting in the warm-up with that back knee down to the mat. Inhale, unwind, coming back to that high lunge. Exhale, find your warrior two. Back heel grounds down, stretching long through your arms. Soft, steady gaze towards your front hand, taking up as much space as you can in this pose. And then from here, we're going to set up for Prasarita Padottanasana A. So inhale, straighten through the front leg, turn the toes in so the feet are parallel. Lift the head, the chest, breathe in, and then exhale, fold down, bring the hands to your mat. If the crown of the head reaches the floor, wonderful. If not, that's totally fine too. If you wanted to, if there's a bit of space between your head and the mat, you can place a block or two underneath to support the head. And then wherever you are, feel that the upper arms can integrate into the upper back. Palms take up space, spreading your fingers. Breathe in, lift the head and chest. Exhale there, hands to waist. Breathe in, up to stand. And now we're going to set up for a high lunge on the left side. So turning to face the back of your mat, inhale, reach the arms up alongside your ears. And lengthen as you breathe in. Breathe out to rebend the knee. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, bend, and set up for the twist. Hands to heart center, and bring the right elbow to the outer edge of your left thigh. And gently drawing the navel towards the spine so the core is engaged here. You feel an opening through the front body, energizing through the back foot, the back leg. As you inhale, unwind, stretch the arms up alongside your ears, and as you exhale, open out, warrior two, deep bend through the front knee, stretch the arms long, and as you keep that left knee right over the left ankle, see if you can turn your navel slightly towards the right. Soft, steady gaze towards the back of your front hand. And then setting up for Prasarita Padottanasana, different arm variation this time. Pivot the toes in, stretch the arms out to the sides, breathe in, exhale, interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the chest open, inhale, exhale, fold down, Prasarita Padottanasana C. Again, not necessary for the crown of the head to touch the floor. If it does, wonderful. If not, totally fine. Palms move towards one another. Do your best to even out the wrists here. On your next in-breath, make your way all the way up to stand. Release the hands, stretch the arms out to the sides, setting up for triangle pose. Towards the front of the mat, turn your right toes out, leaning forward and down to the right. Stretch one long line through your arms. Soft, steady gaze up towards your top hand. If that's a bit too strong for the neck, just look up towards the hand. Anywhere along the way works great. Press down through your feet to find energy, length through the legs. Breathe in, make your way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your waist. Pivot your hips so that they face towards the front of the mat. Hop your back foot in. Lift the left arm up by your ear. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand to outer edge of the right foot. Right arm extends up for Pavrita Trikonasana. So finding the twist here, and same idea with the gaze. If you can turn the gaze all the way up towards the top hand, wonderful. If not, anywhere along the way works just great. Outer right hip hugs back, feet press down. Release the right arm down. Breathe in, make your way up to stand. And then again, finding that parallel position wide through the stance. This time bring the hands behind your back, either into reverse prayer, palms pressing behind the back, or you can hold on to opposite elbows, opposite wrists here. Either way, gently hug the shoulder blades towards one another. So there's lots of space across the collarbones, lots of space for your breath. On your next inhale, make your way up to stand. Breathe out, release your arms, and we'll set up for triangle pose on the other side. So turning to face the back of your mat, leaning forward and down to the left, and stretch the top arms straight up towards the sky, lengthening long through the collarbones, space across the chest, lengthening through both sides of the waist. And then we'll make our way into the rotated variation. So breathe in, come up to stand. Hands hold your waist, pivot your hips to face the back of your mat. Lift the right arm up by your ear, inhale. Exhale, right hand to the outer edge of your left foot, left arm extends up. Feel free to modify here. So if you need a block underneath that right hand, if you need to bring the hand to the inside of the foot for a little less rotation, feel free to make this pose your own. Do what feels good. Do what works for you. Release the top arm down. Exhale. Breathe in, make your way up to stand. One last time. Wide stance. This time you're either going to hold on to the ankles, or you can take yogi toe lock, holding on to your big toes. Lengthen the spine as you breathe in. Exhale, folding down. Draw the elbows out to the side, so really active through the arms here, still integrating the arms into the upper back. Navel draws to the spine, middle of the body is supporting the pose here. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, hands hold your waist. Breathe in, make your way up to stand. Then exhale, pivot to face the front of your mat. Reach the arms up by your ears. Inhale, breathe out, hands down, step back to plank, and lower chaturanga. Upward facing dog as you inhale. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the foot forward between your hands. And we're going to set up for a right seated spinal twist. So you can tuck the left knee to the outer edge of the right foot. Make your way to sit tall. Right fingertips wrap behind you. Lift the left arm up. Breathe in. Exhale, hook the elbow to the outer edge of the right thigh. If it works better to have the inner edge of the elbow around the knee, feel free to modify like that. On your inhale, finding length through the spine. And on your exhale, deepening the twist. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, counter twist. And then as you inhale, make your way back through to center. And then we're going to set up for pigeon on the left side. So left shin will stay forward, right leg back behind you. When you're ready, exhale, fold down, release your head to the floor. Propping this pose however you need. So if you want support underneath your hip, feel free to take it. If you'd like support underneath your head, that's also wonderful. So blocks, blankets, bolsters, whatever you need so you're comfortable here. And doing your best to spiral the back thigh in here. So ideally that right knee is facing towards the mat, towards the floor. And taking a few breaths to soften through the shoulders, soften through the jaw. Breathe in, lift the head, slowly walk the hands back. And tuck the back toes, step back to plank. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up and back, breathe in. Exhale, setting up for that seated spinal twist. Tuck the right knee to the outer edge of the left foot. Come to sit. Good. Finding a nice tall spine. Lift the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale. Hook the elbow. Twist to look over your left shoulder. Finding length as you breathe in. Little extra twist as you breathe out. Inhale back to center. Breathe out. Counter twist towards your right. And then inhale. Make your way back through to center. Swing the top leg around, setting up for pigeon. Right shin forward, left leg back. And breathe in, lift the head, lift the chest. Breathe out, fold forward, releasing your head, finding support underneath your forehead. And keep spiraling that back thigh in. So left knee points down to the mat. Looking for those places where you can soften in the body, where you can find this yielding to the pose. Take another full breath in, full breath out. And again, like that, deep breath in. And then deep breath out. And breathe in, lift the head, lift the chest. Exhale, hands walk back. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Arms by your side. Setting up for Shalabhasana, Locust Pose. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, lift the head, the chest, the legs up. Reach back through your toes and see if you can lift your hands up off your seat so the hands, the arms are right in line with your shoulders. Breathe out to lower down. Turn your head to rest on one cheek and rock your hips a little side to side. And then taking another variation of Shalabhasana, you're going to place your hands onto your mat right by your low ribs. And then same as before, breathe in, lift the head, the chest, the legs up. Reach back through your toes, hug your legs towards one another. And as you exhale, lower down, release your arms, turn your head to rest on the opposite cheek, little rock of the hips, side to side. And go ahead and flip over onto your back. We're going to set up for a bridge pose. Breathe in, lift the hips, roll the shoulders underneath the back, interlace the fingers, stretch the arms long. And let's take 5 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 4. Breathe in. And breathe out 5. Release the hands. Slowly lower down the spine. Hug your knees into your chest. Hold on to your shins. Rock a little bit side to side, giving the lower back a little massage, allowing the hip creases to soften and deepen. Your choice, you can stay right here or take a happy baby. Hold on to the outer edges of the feet. And again, little rock side to side, encouraging the thigh bones down, encouraging connection between the lower back and the floor. From here, we're going to set up for Shavasana, for rest. Go ahead and stretch the legs long, arms by your sides. Allow the eyes to close. Allow the body to be heavy, the muscles to be soft. Allowing all the energy in the eyes to soften back towards the floor below you. So there's a little less movement in the eyes and the eyelids can soften and spread a bit wider. Letting go of any control over your breath. Allow the breath to be easy, taking on its natural rhythm, natural cadence. Begin to deepen your breath, making small movements in the body. You can wiggle the fingers, the toes, maybe rock the legs a little bit. Bend your knees and roll to rest on one side, pausing here for a moment. It's a little cozy moment on your side. And then as you're ready, make your way up to a tall seat. Place the hands on your knees, close the eyes, and take this time to check in to see how you feel post-practice. Bring the hands to join in front of your heart. Bow the chin down towards the chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, yogis. I'll see you next time.